How would you like a super easy way to get listings? A way to get listings that does not cost any money. And it's so simple, you'll just blow your mind when you hear about how to do this. Listen, I want you to fill up your listing pipeline. I want it to be so full that you're consistently and constantly bringing listings on the market. And you can only do that if you're consistently prospecting. But I've got a way to do it so that you are consistently filling up that listing pipeline. You know, this morning I got up, as usual, I get up at 0:30, and I was watching the sunrise, and I live on a high-rise building overlooking the Pacific Ocean. You probably know I live in Panama City, Panama, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. I can see the ships out in the canal out in the ocean waiting to go into the Panama Canal. I can see fishermen, all their boats heading out to the ocean for their fishermen. I can see large yachts leaving the marina to take people to go fish. And it really struck me as something that is this whole panorama that I'm seeing every single morning, that this whole ecosystem, if you will, is very similar to my micro momentum marketing system. Bear with me. My Triple M approach, or the micro momentum marketing system that I want to describe to you, is going to be a really super easy way for you to do prospecting, to do new marketing strategies that you've never done before, and to really do it in a consistent manner that's going to give you the confidence and is going to give you the consistency and the joy of actually doing something to get listings that you actually enjoy doing. So I want to talk a little bit about that, because you know, all those fishermen going out to fish, all the fishing boats, the ships in the canal, they are not stressed out. They're just doing what they normally do every single day. And those ships and boats are all moving in a very calm, relaxed, consistent manner. And that is the theory, the principle, the foundation, the bedrock of the micro momentum marketing system. See, the micro momentum marketing system is all about taking baby steps. And let me give you a couple examples. But when you're taking baby steps to do anything in life, you know, let's just say that you want to bake a cake. Well, if you take baby steps, the first step would be you want to get a recipe. Okay, that's one baby step. Find a recipe. The second would be to buy the ingredients for the cake. The third would be actually study the recipe and understand what you have to do the cake. Maybe the fourth is to heat up the oven. But you get my drift. You're taking baby steps to make something happen. It's the same way with anything in life. And it's the same way with marketing and prospecting to get listings. Let me tell you, I have been doing this for over 30 plus years. I cannot think of an easier, better, more satisfying way to prospect, to market yourself, to get listings specifically as a listing agent. So using the micro momentum marketing system for something like, for instance, doing probate leads, working probates. So for instance, the first thing that you might want to do is go into the online portal for probates for your particular county and look up the probate court system online and see how it works. You know, maybe you just spend, you know, a couple minutes, you know, perusing through the portal and figuring out, how do I look up probate cases? How does it work? Do I have to pay any money? You know, that type of thing. So that could be one baby step. Maybe the second baby step is actually doing a search for probate cases that actually contain real estate. So those are the ones where somebody has died and they had a house or some kind of real estate, and they're either going to leave it to the family, they're going to leave it to somebody. Chances are that family's going to sell it. Okay, so that's the next baby step. Maybe the third baby step is actually writing down all the probates, say, in the last 60 days that have real estate. You're actually going to write it down. Who's the probate attorney? Who are the heirs? If you want my probate tracking form, just put tracking form down below and I'll send you my tracking form. But I digress. So that's one baby step. And then maybe the next day you call one probate attorney. You just make one call. And so that could be your next baby step. So you see where I'm going with this. In any kind of new marketing situation that you want to develop, you can just take baby steps that are going to really help you with your business. And here's what it does. When you're taking these baby steps, number one, it gives you an unbelievable feeling of taking action, being in action, a forward movement. That alone builds your confidence right there. And it gets you excited to do the next step. The whole philosophy around this whole thing is the more baby steps that you take, the more you want to do it, the more confident you become, the more comfortable you become, and the more you want to do more, okay? If you're only going to call one probate attorney per day, finding out if there's a real estate available for you to sell, you know, after a week of just calling one probate attorney a day, I almost can guarantee you that you're going to want to call more. And then like me, I found my first probate listing, $1.5 million listing, after 3 weeks doing probates. That got me super excited, so I wanted to do more, and that's how I developed my probate business. So, you know, another example might be building your SOI, your sphere of influence. Everybody knows you should work your SOI and contact all your past clients and everybody you know in the world and remind them that you're in real estate. But you should also be building your sphere of influence. And most real estate agents don't do this. How do you do it? You go out into the community, go Google professionals like probate attorneys, any kind of attorney for that matter, state attorneys, corporate attorneys, tax attorneys, financial advisors, maybe sales execs at retirement homes, CPAs. These are the kinds of people that you want to associate with and get them into your CRM and stay in touch with them constantly throughout the year because they work with high net worth individuals. And when you work with high net worth individuals, guess what you get? You get higher end listings, thereby increasing your average sales price. But my point is if you want to start building your SOI, maybe your first baby step is going to be, okay, let's try to find all the investment advisors in my neighborhood. So you're going to Google the investment advisors and you're going to write those names and phone numbers down. You know, maybe the next day it's going to be all the retirement home sales executives because they're a great source for listings as well. And then maybe the next day, your baby step is going to be to call one professional. Call one sales exec at a retirement home, introduce yourself, and use my line. I love using this line with professionals, is, hey, John Doe, I hear you do great work. Can I stay in touch with you for referrals? Bam. That's the whole script. They always say yes. You put them into your CRM, give them your business card, your statement of qualifications, and send that to them in the mail and stay in touch with them 4 times a year. So you're taking these little baby steps, and again, what you're doing with these baby steps is it's building your confidence, it's building your comfort in doing this, and ultimately what it's going to do, it's circumventing the amygdala, the fear of flight, that you have in the back of your brain. So it becomes really easy. It's not a big deal. It's something that you're going to eventually want to do more of. And then guess what that leads to? And this is the big finale. It leads to being a master at that particular strategy. So that is really what you want to do, is become a master of at least 3 strategies. I can't think of another way, after 30 plus years as a listing agent, I'm still in San Francisco as a listing agent, in the trenches. I cannot think of another way to try new marketing strategies, to fill up your listing pipeline in a real easy, fun, comfortable approach. So use the Triple M approach. If you want more information on this and want more information on how we can use the Triple M approach to really 2, 5, or 10x your listing business, hit that link down below. Let's jump on a call. I'd love to talk to you. No charge for the call. And let's really ramp up your listing business this year.